Hello there. So here's the question. Should we be like Zen, like Eckhart Tolle? So many people in the spiritual community, spiritual people, seekers, who read The Power of Now and any of Eckhart's books, they learn a lot. But one mistake that they do is they're trying to be in the now all the time. They're trying to be in the now. They're forcing themselves to be in the now. What happens is they end up striving to be in the now, struggling and straining. It's a forcefulness, and it causes disruption and disharmony in their lives. Sometimes they get it, and sometimes they can't get it, and they think they've lost it, and then they're upset and disturbed, and they're just confused and annoyed. I've seen this with people, and a lot of people I know have an issue within themselves that are not able to be present enough throughout their day. And you see, the thing is, Eckhart Tolle is one of an extremely minority group of people on the earth who was gifted and graced with a sudden awakening where he basically feels the I am presence of background awareness almost all of the time. But you know, we aren't Eckhart Tolle, and nor should we be. We're our own soul. We're our own soul on our own journey, and we're not to be copycatting other people. We have our own talents and gifts and our own so-called abilities and inclinations, passions and inspirations. They're different than Eckhart Tolle. And it's not just Eckhart, it's so many of the spiritual teachers out there like Muji, Adyashanti, Gangaji, Papaji, Ramana Maharshi, who's not with us anymore in physical person. They do point us towards this place within ourselves that's a place of I am, peace, and beyond thought. Their teaching is brilliant. It basically points us towards the ego, the unobserved rogue thought, mental programs, the looping thought processes that cause us tremendous suffering if unobserved. So it's good that they're pointing us there. Some of these people, like Eckhart Tolle, for example, they're like a prodigy at the piano. Sensational, but you can't expect to be like that. But they may point us towards the beauty of the music. And if we can just appreciate this a few times in our day, just be present a few times in our day. Just look, my way of simply saying, be present. Listen, look, and hear. Birds. So you hear, become aware of both sounds and quietness, the absence of sound. So silence is another word for the absence of sound. So sound and no sound. And similarly, when you're looking around the place, that's another way to become aware in the present moment. Don't try hard. Just look at something and see it. It's nice. That's how simple it is. A bit like a child. Really, really simple. Most adults will try really, really hard to be present, and it'll become a problem and an effort and a strain in their life. But that defeats the purpose. Just do it, whatever feels good and comfortable with you. No more. When you start going more, it becomes an effort and a problem and a strain. You want to be relaxed and take it easy and not to try too hard about this. Just relax about it and just be happy for when you are present. You see some things, it's nice. There are some dock leaves, wild edibles, getting barefoot grounded while we speak. So some people might have the gift of being psychic or mediumship. Some people astral travel and lucid dream. Some people are brilliant singers. Some people are great, whatever. So these people can help point us towards certain things and help us to grow and appreciate these things and develop them within ourselves. But there's no point in like struggling to be a good whatever. Just follow your enjoyment, like Conversations with God says. Enjoy everything, need nothing. So when you're going beyond enjoyment and you start to lessen, be watchful of this. And don't try too hard with anything in life. Sometimes people try and be present, and like Eckhart Tolle, because Eckhart has a very quiet personality, not very interactive. He's more on an energetical level almost. Some people think that to be present means to be quiet, and that's not true, because While Eckhart does give examples of the power of presence, of just being still without the angry, hard, judgmental ego and the closed heart, you're much more innocent, like a plant or a child or an animal. And this in itself is transformative. But when faced with challenging people in our lives or situations, in the three-dimensional physical world we live in on Earth, the biggest form of change is through action, of manifestation, is through action and words. And of course it starts with thought and the power of our feelings, but it will essentially translate with physical action. So most of us just cannot be like Eckhart all the time, or a lot of the time, and that's fine. Like me too, it's okay. So we don't fall into the trap of being somebody who just does nothing and puts up with abuse or suppresses themselves to what really needs to be said to somebody, or what really needs to be done and said, you know? Just being present and being quiet isn't going to stop someone from being abusive to you, and it's not going to teach people how to treat you. It's not going to manifest your dreams, just being present in the moment and doing nothing. So, another thing, don't try too hard to be aware while you're moving or while you're talking. Don't be straining to be aware at the same time as talking, or at the same time as washing the dishes. There's two things happening: the actions in the moment, or the content of the moment, and then the presence beyond the moment, the presence that's sort of aware of the present moment. But don't try too difficult to maintain the two of them at the same time. I've done this a lot. It is a little bit of strain and effort and energy. Better just to relax and be more innocent, like a plant, child, or animal. Experience the water dishwashing, but don't try and experience it. Just feel it. Just a really simple, basic thing. That's the most peaceful, and I go with what I feel is most relaxed and peaceful. That's one of my most fundamental teachings, or in spirituality. Go with what feels good. Go with what feels comfortable, except for when you're facing your fears, for example. But go with what feels good and relaxed, and then that way you avoid going against your intuition, which doesn't feel good, and you avoid going against forcing and straining and all that stressing and all that stuff. So I think that more or less covers it. So hope this helps. So that covers a lot of stuff now. So is there anything else I need to say? I don't think there's really anything else I need to say. So just remember to be you, to be real, and not to be a copycat, and to find simple contentment in life without striving in anything, okay? That includes meditation or mindfulness or anything like that. Okay. Much love and blessings to you, and thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again in another video. You're welcome to share and subscribe and give us a like. Bye.